Hi and welcome to this second part of our taster class mini basket tutorial. This is Natty from Natty Little Things, and I will be demonstrating how to raise the sides of a basket. So we've done on the first part the base of the basket, and I'm now going to show you how to make the sides. So in order to do that, I am going to quickly show you. So this is where we left on the first tutorial. You had the base of your basket. Don't worry if it wobbles a little bit, it's better if it's flat, but sometimes they do, and it won't affect the use because after it's been sitting for a while and it settles, it will just settle flat. And once you finished, so you would have finished your rounds. In this case I've done 8 rounds, I had 48 stitches, and I will just basically continue to do double crochet all along the sides in a spiral, so I won't be closing any of the rounds. I just simply continue double crocheting all the way around the basket, 1 stitch per each stitch of the previous round. And how do we double crochet? Just a little reminder. I would go in the stitch, bring the yarn forward, and then grab the yarn and pull through, simply like that. I will continue to show you how I am finishing this one that I have a little bit more advanced. So as you go along, it will start to grow upwards. And that's exactly what you want. You want to sit there, sorry, right there. You want to sit there and start to grow the sides. Simply by just doing double crochets all the way around the basket. I'm not doing anything different. I haven't done any decreases or anything like that. I'm just doing double crochets. So go into the stitch of the previous round, bring the yarn forward, so you have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through, and all the way I keep doing that around the basket until I get the desired height for my little basket. So I keep going just to show you, and when I decided I am ready, in this type of baskets it doesn't really need to be once you get to the last stitch of your round. It can be anywhere, really. You won't be able to notice. What I am going to do to close the basket is to just go in the next stitch, pull the yarn forwards, but instead of doing double crochet, I'm going to be doing what we call a slip stitch. And a slip stitch, you just bring the yarn forward and then pull it through the stitch there directly without really creating a new stitch. And I'm going to be doing that once or twice just to close it, and then I'm going to chain 1 and pull up. If you had a big ball of yarn, you just cut, but I was getting to the end of my ball here, and then you will tug nicely, just give it a good tug, and that will secure the basket. And if you see, if I just tug it a little bit like that, settle it nicely. It's very small, this basket, so it's taking a little bit to settle, but you'll see that the joint, the differences in the rounds will just settle in by tugging this way, and it won't really create, it won't show where the row started and finished. It just sort of goes in. So to finish that off, I am going to go to the back of my work, and probably with a smaller hook, I will bring this little knot that I made to the back and tag so that you can't see it anymore from the front, or it's hidden. And then I will just pick up some loops of the yarn from the back, don't go to the front so you can't see it, and just bring this bit of yarn down. If you have a little tail, I went too far. If you have a little tail like I do now, then it's fine, you'll just do the whole thing. If you had a longer tail, you would just do a few rows back, just so that it's not in the border, and you avoid any risks of it coming loose and then being very obvious. Oops, I went too far in that one. These things always happen when I'm demonstrating. That's when I make the mistakes. So I go, there we go. I keep going down. I'll go down 1 more row. Excellent. And then I'm just going to cut there. So what means is, if by moving, tugging, pulling, or anything that happens while you're using the basket, this comes undone and it comes out, it will pop out there and not out here. That will be very obvious. The same thing you need to do with the bit you left from the middle. And to avoid that whole ever becoming open, the first thing that I will do is make a little knot. So I'll just go into one of the stitches. Let's see, one that is big enough for me to go into. The ones from the first round are always quite small. Pull round and then create a little knot. So just put the yarn through the middle and pull again. So that will secure it a little bit more. And then you can just either cut, or I will cut with a little bit of space, and I will weave this in later so that it's hidden. And there you have it. If you go up quite a little bit, like I did with this one, you can always turn it around. That makes a lovely finish. And there you have it, a nice little bowl. Oops, I've got the middle ones there. Forget about that. You can use it for putting keys, you know, your tea, I don't know, anything. It could be, it has so many uses. Or you can make it tall or leave it tall like this, and even make it taller and use it, for example, to cover a flower pot. They look very, very cute as flower pot cozies. So I hope you like this tutorial. Do pop any questions or any issues you have on the comments to this video, or as a post on the group, and I monitor them regularly, and I will try to answer as much as I can. If you are interested on any of my classes, I run Crochet Basics, which is a basic class where we learn how to make 2 cushion covers at the end of it, but it focuses on the real basics and learning the technique of crochet on flat crochet, not like baskets. I also have a regular basket making classes, workshops, a 1-day workshop, and many other classes that I regularly do throughout the year. So do check my page or ask me on the group, and I will let you know all the information. And you can always email me to nattylittlethings@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.